What do you have when you cannot tell reality from your narcissistic personality? Burst reliever for fever. What do you have when you can only be inspired by spending $500,000 on a guitar that should be retired? Burst reliever for fever.
Like, who's the most informed? Who really is thinking most independently, most critically, most skeptically? And sometimes it's people who don't necessarily have credentials.
What's up? How's it going? Listen, I finally got Tom to come clean. Finally got Tom to answer some hard-hitting questions in an AMA. Ask me anything. Okay. So we're going to find out the inner workings of the narcissistic, egotistical mind of one Tom Bukovac. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because this guy, right, came out of nowhere. I'm the one saying, 58, 59, 60, not that good. Okay. And then he says, oh, you're talking about me. No, I'm not, Tom. I don't even know you. I have no idea who you are. I had no idea who you were when I made the video. Okay. But the narcissism in Tom makes him go, oh, what about, you're talking about me? No, I'm not, Tom. I could care less about you. But this is the narcissistic state of mind. If you look at this, can narcissists take criticism? No. Narcissists generally struggle to handle criticism. Their fragile egos make them highly sensitive to any perceived negative feedback. See, perceived negative feedback, because all I did was talk about the guitar. It's in the Jason Isbell video. I said, Jason got ripped off for $650K. Jason Isbell paid $650,000 for a guitar. I said he got ripped off. Okay. And I rewatched every second of the video. Every second of it. And there's not one mention of Mr. Tom Bukovac. Well, how could there be? I don't even know the guy. Didn't even know who he was. Still don't even know who he is. Some guy on YouTube capping off on me in the comments, making videos about me. I don't know. But what I do know is the guy's a narcissist. This is what I have found out over the course of dealing with this guy. He's a narcissist. Okay. And, based on what he always says in his comments, he always says, look, you don't have any subscribers. You don't have any subscribers. You don't, your subscriber count is so low, you can't play guitar. So in his mind, right, in the mind of Tom Bukovac, he believes that if you don't have a lot of subscribers, you're not a good guitar player. So he's saying, I have a lot of subscribers because I'm such a good guitar player. That's what he's saying. So if anybody comes in that has, like me, not that many subscribers, 1.5 thousand, whatever, 1.3 thousand, 1.2 thousand, I don't know what it is. If someone had 35,000, he would say, you don't have as many subscribers as me, so you're not a good guitar player. You can't be a good guitar player because you don't have as many subscribers as I do. That's Tom's logic, right? Okay, Tom. Well, guess what? I found a guitar player that has more subscribers than you. 30 times more subscribers than you, Tom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So by your logic, this guitar player is better than you. Yeah, Tom. There she is. And I mean, you can see why she has 3.3 million subscribers when you watch her play guitar. She's good. Tom, she's 22 years old from Brazil. Probably doesn't even speak English. Maybe she does. I don't know. She gets on her YouTube channel and she plays guitar. And she has 3.3 million subscribers, Tom. Hold on, let me check how many you got, Tom. 119,000. Your video's got 13,000 views. Her video over here has 2.1 million. So now, Tom, using your logic, Tom, that if you don't have that many subscribers, you're not a good guitar player, or your logic of, I'm a better guitar player than you because I have more subscribers. She's a better guitar player than you, Tom. Because she has 3.3 million subscribers. Just 30 times the amount of subscribers you do. So she's a better guitar player by your logic, Tom. Now, Tom, if you deny that, right, you can go with either choice if you want. But if you deny that she's a better guitar player than you, then you have to admit that somebody with less subscribers than somebody else could be a better guitar player. So you can't use the argument anymore that, oh, well, I got more subscribers, so I'm a better guitar player. See, this is the narcissism. The narcissism has got to have these outside, I want to say forces, but these outside things around them, these physical things that then reinforce how good they are. So Tom looks at his subscriber count and goes, look, I'm so good because I got 119,000 subscribers. I'm so good. Oh, look, I won this award, so I'm so good. Oh, look, I did this, so I'm so good. Oh, look, I got credits, so I'm so good. He has to rely on these things outside of himself because he's got low self-esteem. He said many times, I hate everything I play. He's got low self-esteem, the guy. So I found a clip of Tom playing Mr. Great, Mr. Fantastic. He's playing his 58. Now, this is his 58 Les Paul, his Golden Era Les Paul that he named Baby Puke. Okay. He's playing it here. All right. Now, this is unedited. I did not edit this. This is nothing. I did nothing to this clip. This is a clip he posted on his YouTube. Okay. He posted it. This is not somebody with a iPhone camera to show that posts some horrible sounding clip. This is him playing and saying, this is good. This is me. This is what I want to represent me. Listen to this. Sounds horrible. It sounds terrible. Listen to there was a fluttering on this thing that sounds absolutely horrible. This guy right here comes through with this comment, but he thinks it's good. He thinks that's good. This guy's obviously not a guitar player, because there is no way that you would ever want to play with this sound. But Tom's on here going, look at, listen to this sound. It sounds great. Listen, look, he loved it so much he posted a video of it. He thinks this sounds good. Tom thinks this sounds good. Tom, no wonder you only have 119,000 subscribers and she has 3.3 million subscribers, Tom, because you think this sounds good. She at least can tell what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. You? Questionable. Questionable. Look at this comment. I can't believe how good that amp sounds. That thing has lungs. Listen to the end of each long note. It's like Donald Duck having a conniption fit. Yeah, I agree with you, buddy, but that ain't good. You don't want your guitar to sound like Donald Duck, ain't number one, and you certainly don't want it to sound like Donald Duck having a conniption. I mean, you would think that'd be common sense for most guitar players. Not Tom. Tom thinks this sounds good. Listen to the fluttering. What this guy's calling Donald Duck having a conniption fit. Listen to it. Nobody. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nobody I've ever known in my life would ever play a gig with this sound. Okay, they would never play in the studio with this. Nobody would ever use this sound. But Tom thinks this is great. He thinks this is good. He posted this on his YouTube. Listen. No, Tom. No, Tom. Absolutely horrible. Terrible. Horrible. No wonder Larissa has 3.3 million subscribers. There's not one sound example of her playing any of these. There's not one sound example of her playing any guitar where she has that horrible of a tone, Tom. You have a far worse tone than Larissa. She's got 3.3 million subscribers, Tom. Now, we're going to get to the AMA. Ask me anything. And we have some comments here. We have some questions, Tom, that Tom's going to answer from the viewers who want to know. These are viewers that want to know. Okay. Byron Kidder 6199. Byron says, what is it like working with Morgan Wallen?
I have never met Morgan Wallen. In studio work, the band lays down the tracks. That's what I do. Then later, after we are done, the stars come in and sing their tracks. I never get to see them, the people like Morgan Wallen.
Interesting. Now we have Monk of War. Monk of War asks, have you ever told a producer, no, this track stays? In other words, Tom, he wants to know, have you ever played something that was really good and you told the producer, and the producer didn't want it in the track, and you go, no, this has got to stay. I'm putting my foot down. This is great. This has got to stay on the record. That's what he wants to know.
When I play guitar in the studio, I don't get to decide what part one play or what part ends up on the album. I am told what to play by the producer. I am basically a well-trained dog. I do not play anything the producer does not want me to play. The producer makes all the musical decisions for me.
That's what I figured. Now we have Gibson 7289. Gibson 7289 asks, do you have trouble playing any of the songs? In other words, do you have trouble playing any of the songs that they throw at you at, when you're in a session?
I never have trouble with the songs they throw at me. The songs are basic country pop garbage songs. They are not musically challenging in any way. The songs are simple. Any intermediate guitar player could play any part one have ever played on the recordings I have made.
Okay. Now we have FKKU R6D, FKKU Tom R6D asks, which sounds better, Baby Puke or Lemon Smoochie?
I honestly think Lemon Smoochie is a great sounding guitar that Gus owns. My guitar Baby Puke does not come close to Lemon Smoochie in sound, tone, or playability. I tried to buy Lemon Smoochie from Gus, but he would not sell me the guitar, so I will play Baby Puke.
That is true. I'm not selling Lemon Smoochie to Tom. I will not. I'm not taking offers on Lemon Smoochie, Tom. Speaking of Tom, Killer Tom 8261 asks, have you ever met Carrie Underwood?
No, I have never met Carrie Underwood. She is a nice gal though. That's what all my friends say that have met her. She is a big country star. I sit in a studio and play the guitar parts that the suits put on her records. She is never there when I am being told what to play for her.
Probably pretty normal. Okay. Now, John Smith, UG5TP. He asks, do you think you play better than Eddie Van Halen?
Eddie Van Halen does not have nearly as many credits as I do. He played on only around 15 albums. He does not have the awards that have. He was not given a Best Studio Guy award after all. So, yes, I am better than Eddie Van Halen. He just does not have the credentials I have. He is a nobody.
I figured Tom would probably give an answer like that. I figured Tom would probably give an answer like that. Now, let's see here. Emily Matt 9999 asks, Tom, you've been to Bohemian Grove. What exactly did you do there?
Yes, I have been to Bohemian Grove. The things that went on there are secret. It is a very secretive ritual there. That's all I can say.
Emily, you're never gonna get a straight answer from the guy, okay, about Bohemian Grove. That Bohemian Grove is shrouded in secrecy. You're never gonna get a straight answer from Tom about that. So, String Locker asks, what is the hardest part of doing studio work? In other words, Tom, what's the hardest part of playing guitar in the studio? What is the hardest part about doing studio work?
The hardest part of doing studio work is limiting my alcohol consumption during the session. The next hardest part is making the producer think I am playing something no one else could ever play. I play a triad, then I just move one note and voila, they think I am a genius. That ain't easy to do.
Makes sense to me. Now, Whitman 80122 has kind of a personal question here, Tom. Hope you don't mind. He says, how has your dating life been going since you got divorced?
When I was on tour with Winona, I met a lot of bull dykes. I found out that I really like bull dykes. This does pose a problem as they usually do not like men, but luckily, bull dykes do seem to like me. Let's just say this, my dating life is full of surprises.
If you're playing in C sharp minor, okay?
right, guys, that's it. I'll see you next time.